To be honest, I don't know that I'm going to take it off the tractor ever.
All right, crikey. We got something. Oh, she's a Sheila.
I mean, and if nothing else, it matches the tractor. Yellow and black. You'll never go back. Welcome to Cadet Firewood. I'm glad you're here. Today, we have a new attachment for the tractor. This is from Stinger Attachments, made in good old US of A in Minnesota. This is what they call the compact clamshell, so the CCG. Look at the scallops on that thing. This is the 66-inch version, and they do have a 56-inch version as well. This thing is all the way open, and we've got, depending on where you measure, 34.5, 35 inches of complete openness. And these clamps are somewhat independent of each other. So you hit the button and they both clamp down, you know, but if this one grabs and this one doesn't, it just keeps going until it does. I spent probably 4 hours, maybe 5 hours in tractor seat time with this grapple, and to be honest, I don't know that I'm going to take it off the tractor ever. I've got a whole video of me bringing home some logs and moving some brush, and that'll be out in about a week. But I use this grapple, and I've got the Titan attachment log grapple, and it's worked fine up until now, but there's things that I would like to have done with that grapple that you just can't. It's just got the 2 teeth on the bottom and the 1 hook in the front, which is okay for logs, but you want to move brush, or you want to move small pieces of tree service wood that's been dropped off, or anything other than just a log, you struggle a little bit. Now, I will take this off. Of course, I've got a bucket and forks that I have to use on occasion, but I bet you the majority of the videos you see, if I'm on that tractor, that new grapple is going to be on it. Each clamp has its own hydraulics. There's one on this side and one on that side. The hose is really pretty smart how they've done this. Everything's tucked in behind, and it comes right out the center, back to your fittings. The back grate, I'll say, is slotted so you can see through it. The welds on this are fantastic. And look at that weld job. That is nice. And it's that way all over the grapple. Everything about this thing is heavy duty. However, it's lightweight. The tractor that I'm running it on is a Cadet Yanmar LX410. I think it's rated at about 2,300 pounds at the pins. I've had this grapple on with some pretty big logs on here, and I've had almost no difference in lift capacity than I have with that other log grapple I have, which is much smaller and not near as versatile. I mean, and if nothing else, it matches the tractor. Yellow and black. You'll never go back. And let's put this thing to work. All right, we'll start with the easy stuff. Go in here and pick these logs up. You'll see a lot of this on my next video, but really it's pretty easy. Now you can tell this log is different on this end than it is on that end. And this claw came down and clamped. And then this one came down and clamped. I don't know if you can tell in there, but man, it is digging into that wood. Oh, you can really tell here. So the fact that those teeth really dig in and they're scalloped, I think really makes a difference. And what I couldn't do with that old grapple was drive into a pile like that and grab, well, anything really. Like I said, if it wasn't a log, it had a hard time grabbing it. You can go in there and grab two, I'll say, different piles with those independent claws, and it's real effective. I drug these out earlier. I'll pick these up and run them back to the burn pile, but then I'll run into that pile and I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to drive into the pile here to see what we get. You're like Steve Irwin going deep in the K&L forest. Put some firewood. All right, crikey. We got something. Oh, she's a Sheila. Now, seriously, I don't know that I could have grabbed that with that log grapple or not, but you notice the independent claws here. One grabbed something and one didn't. Let's see what happens this time. Yeah. I'll move some of this up front here, I think. You can see that one claw go down, and then the other one here. Oh, I did get something. Two somethings. It's kind of like that game that kids play. They have that claw and it goes down and tries to grab a prize, you know. Never know what you're gonna get. Uh-oh. I may have missed there. Nope. Still got something. You know, and you might be saying, but you're only getting one or two things every time you go in. Big deal. Look at that. That is a nasty pile of rotten firewood that just needs cleaned up. That I couldn't go in with my other grapple and get. So this thing is going to be super handy. I was just messing around the other day with this grapple when I first got it, and just seeing what I could pick up and what I couldn't pick up. And it's actually really good at picking up this chaff. So I'll show you that too. Now this might seem a little silly, but just showing the versatility of this thing, man. If you had a big pile of this, which will come right off of this STK24, this is an awesome way to pick up this chaff. And my most favorite application, I'll show you right here. You know what these are? These pieces that are 3.5-ish feet long are what was left over in the jaws of the log grapple. When you cut on both ends, then you're left with what's in the center and you can't cut it. Well, my splitter doesn't have a 3.5-foot stroke on it, and even if it did, I don't know what I'd do with it. So then now I'm putting them on the ground, and I don't want to do that. I want to get it all cut while it's in the grapple. That's one thing I love about this. Let me show you. Now I've grabbed both of those logs darn near on the ends of the log, and now I've got all this to cut, and I'll be left with two little cookies in there I can drop off at the cookie pile. And that's it. That's all that's left in the jaws of the Stinger. Now, I might have been a little tongue-in-cheek earlier when I said I may never take this off the tractor, but I bet I'm pretty close. I bet it stays on this tractor about 90% of the time. Yesterday, in a video that you'll see coming out later, when I brought all those logs home, there was only, I think, one instance where I thought to myself, man, that log grapple might work better in this case. And what it was is we had a pile of logs, and they were packed in there pretty tight, and I was trying to get to one on the bottom, and these don't have real long forks on the bottom. They're just teeth. Where that log grapple's got, I don't know, 18-inch maybe, 2 teeth on the bottom where you can kind of get underneath the log and kind of rock it back before you pinch it. Where this, you really can't do that. But even though that one instance happened, there were multiple times where I thought, man, I'm so glad I don't have the log grapple in this case, because this thing is so versatile. I can move brush with it. You can buck with it right down to the cookie, which is awesome. It's got more grip strength. I don't know what this one has, and I don't know what the log grapple has that I have, but there's more here, I promise you that. Speaking of that, if you want specs on this thing and you want to talk technicality, call Stinger Attachments. It's stingerattachments.com. I'll put the link here in the video. I'll also put it in the description. Talk to a guy named Brent. He's the guy you want to talk to. He knows everything there is to know about these grapples and their attachments. Awesome place to work with. He's been super great on the phone. Anytime I've ever had a question, he's on top of it. We email back and forth. It's been fantastic. So customer service is right up there. And I know I've talked a lot about that Titan attachment thing. I've tried to reach out to their customer service before. Crickets. So if you're in the market for a grapple, consider these guys, because they're here in the USA and they make a really good product. And they'll call you back, man. I'm not super technical, so I don't know all the technicalities of this stuff, but it is an awesome grapple, I'll tell you that. And you're going to see this a lot on our channel coming up, doing different things. I've already got ideas to maybe grade the driveway with it, and some other things that are coming up. So thanks again for being here. Thank you to Stinger Attachments. We're going to show this lots and lots and lots on our channel, so come back. And if you have questions about this grapple that aren't technical, reach out to me in the comments. I'll tell you everything I know about this grapple. I'll tell you what I've done with it, what it can do, what it can't do, which is the one thing that I've already mentioned. It can't get underneath that pile because the little teeth on the bottom side, but that's not what this is made to do anyway. The independent claws on top, man, that's the way to go. Appreciate y'all being here. Mike from K&L Firewood. We'll see you later.